type of questions you can have in a Google form. Hi guys, I'm Kewal Kishan, India's leading business automation coach, and in this quick tutorial I'm gonna share with you what all type of questions you can create in a Google form which you can use for all your departments, including marketing, sales, operations, and HR in different departments in different areas of your business. So before I tell you all type of questions, I want you to click on the subscribe button because it's absolutely free to do that, and I don't want you to miss out any golden videos which we are bringing every week for our audience. So let's start learning what all type of questions you can have in a Google form. So here you can see I am right now creating a fresh form, and to do that I am writing here forms.new. And when you write forms.new, it opens actually a fresh new Google form, right? Now this is where, let me just write simple form, because in this video I'm going to focus on the type of questions instead of just creating a form, right? So here, for example, you want to collect the name of your customer. So here when you write name, obviously name cannot be multiple choice, right? So when you click on this option called multiple choice, it gives you all other type of questions which you can have in a Google form. So for example, for the name, the best option should be the short answer, right? Now here what you can do is that if you require that person should fill the name and they cannot submit the form before filling the name, then what you can do is that you can click on this called required. So it means that they will have to fill the name, and otherwise they will not be able to submit the form, right? Now this is where there's an option here called description, right? So with each and every question you can have a description where you can explain on making it easier for people to understand the type of questions. For example, you want your employees to fill the employee onboarding form, and here you want to mention that please enter full name which is mentioned in your Aadhaar card or any other identity card, right? ID card. So so that it becomes easier for people to understand that they need to fill the entire name. So this is an amazing feature where you can write the description on each and every question. Now for example, you want to ask for the name, email address of the person. So here just write email address, and this is where again it changes to short answer. Now this is where there's an option here called response validation, where you can validate that the person should enter the email address only. They should not just enter a contact number. Now how do you bring the validation here? So first of all, you go to these three dots, you click here and you click on the response validation, and that's where you choose the option called text, and in the text it gives you option of contains, and instead of contains you can have an option here called email, right? So it means that person will have to enter email address, and if the person does not enter the email address, then it will not be accepted, right? For example, you want to ask for the contact number. So again for that it should be short answer, and here again in the response validation you can add the validation on the contact number should not be more than 10 digits. Now to understand on how to put the validation for the contact number, for email address, from PAN card, you can need to check out my other video which I have created dedicatedly only for the validations in Google form, right? For example, now I want to ask for the feedback. So for example, if you want to create a question where you take the feedback, so for feedback the best type of question is paragraph, right? Because in paragraph the people will be able to add long expressions, they can write some text, they can write whatever they want to share with you. But here in the validation you can actually choose on what should be the length, what is the minimum character count or the maximum character count which you want. So for example, you want that a person should enter at least 200 characters or maximum 500 characters as a feedback, so that you can mention here. Then for example, you have some products, right, and you want the customer to choose one of the product. So here you can choose which product are you interested to buy. So you want to give them some options. So for that, Google give you 3 options. One is multiple choice. It means the customer will be getting more options, but they can choose only one of the option. For example, I'm writing here some options like LED TVs, laptops, mobile phones, then ACs. And if you have the multiple choice as an option, then the person can choose only one option. And here with each and every option you can add the image as well, right, so that you can showcase on how this product looks like, right? So you need to just click here and you can upload your product image. Right now, just to showcase you, I'm just googling it using Google image search, and it shows you this product. You can click on it and you can insert it. Got it? Now, instead of just one option to choose, if you want to give more options for the customer, so you want them to choose more than one option. So instead of multiple choice, they can go for checkboxes. So it means now they can choose more than one option. But you're wondering that, Kewal, can we set a criteria that they need to choose minimum one product or minimum 2 products or minimum 3 products or maximum? So guess what? The good news is that when you choose checkboxes, Google give you the option of data validation, where you can have the 2 options. One is select at least. So at least how many products the person should choose, or you can have an option of select at most. So at most person can choose only 2 or 3, or select exactly, right? Exactly 1 or 2 or 3 products should be chosen up. So here, for example, we are asking that at least 1 product should be chosen. And if person does not do that, if person leave this question blank, or maybe select at least 2, and if person chooses only one option and not chooses more than one, then here it says that please choose more, at least 2 products, right? So this option is called custom error text, right? So whatever you write here, whenever the person is filling the form does not comply to the rule, this particular text shows up. So here for this question we have this particular text. Maybe for the previous one, which is called contact number, if person does not write the number, if somebody writes some text or some words, then here you can write that please enter only digits. The same way here, if somebody does not fill the email address, somebody just writes any city name or something else or some numbers, so here you can write that please enter an email address. So custom error text actually showcase on what error or mistake the customer is making, so that it becomes easier for customer to not make the same mistake, right? So how did you like this option? Checkboxes, right, where you can choose at least or at most how many products you want to choose. Let's see what other type of questions we can have, right? So here there's a beautiful option called file upload. Now imagine your customer want to upload a product, they upload a PDF, your customer want to upload an image, they want to upload some documents, and now you're wondering that, Kewal, I don't think there's a possibility that in Google form they can directly upload it. They'll have to either email it to us or something else. But no, that's not the case. In Google form, your customer, your prospect, your employee, your network, anybody can upload any document, and that document automatically gets saved into your Google Drive, right? So let me show you on how to do the same. Right? So here, for example, you imagine your customer have some PDF, some requirement document, and you want them to upload directly on Google form. So here you can write please upload a requirement document if any. So this is where there's a type of question here which is called file upload, right? So when you click on that, you click on continue, and this is where you see the file upload option, right? And it says that allow only specific file types. For example, your customer can upload an Excel file or image or something else. So if you switch it on, it shows you all the type of documents which exist and which your customer can upload. It includes document, spreadsheet, PDF, video, audio, image, drawing, and presentation. And if we just choose a couple of them, then only those type of documents will be allowed to upload. So for example, you want your employee or somebody is applying, applying for the job in your company, and you want them to upload their resume, then you can ask them to upload only PDF version of it or document, right? So then they will not be able to upload a video or something else. But if you want your customer to upload an Excel or Google Sheet or something else, obviously Google Sheet is online, it cannot be uploaded. If they want to upload Excel or something else, then you can choose which all type of specific file types you want them to upload. But if you want it to be open, then disable it. Then customer can choose or upload any type of document they want. Now you're wondering that, Kewal, how many documents can customer can upload? So here it starts with minimum 1, and it can go up to maximum 10 documents a customer can upload. And guess what? The file size, it can vary from 1 MB to even 10 GB. Yes, your customer can upload even overall all the documents combined with all the submissions up to 10 GB as well. But here we are taking 10 MB or 100 MB. And if you don't want customer to upload any heavy files, so what you can do is here you can click on the description, and you can write in the description that the file that you're uploading should be less than 10 MB or 5 MB or 1 MB or 2 MB, so that your Google Drive also does not get filled up. So how do you find this option, right? File upload. Now before I go to the next type of amazing type of questions, I want you to type in the YouTube, in the chat box or in the comment box on what has been the biggest takeaway, which type of questions you like the most. Is it the checkboxes, is it the multiple choice, or is it the file upload, right? And what all forms you want to create for your business? Quickly type in the comment box, right? Now let's go to the other type of questions which we can create for our business. Now a lot of times business owners want to take the feedback from the customers, but the mistake they make, they do not take official feedback. They just sometime when they get in touch with the customer, they just ask in the very casual manner. But the strategy, the great way to ask for the feedback should be official, and for that you can use a Google form. You can ask for the rating as well as the feedback. So there is a specific type of question in Google form using which you can ask for the rating as well from the client, or the experience that they have got while dealing with your products or services. So let's see on how can we take the rating from the client, or how can we ask for the experience of the client on taking our product or service. So for that we have the option called linear scale, right? So when you click on linear scale, it gives you option of 1 to 5. So here we can see please rate or services. So 1 can be below average, right? And 5 can be excellent, right? So when you have this, if you want from 1 to 5, from 1 to 10, or from 1 to 3, 1 to 4, it's up to you, right? And based on that, customer can choose whether you're out of 5 stars, do you have 4 stars or 3 stars or 2 stars or 1 star, right? Now before we show more type of questions, let's see on how the Google form looks like. So what I'll do, I'll click on the option called preview, and let's see on how does this Google form looks like. So here you can see we have the name, right? And it says it should be full name, so you're filling the name. Then email address, for example, I'm not filling an email address, and if I just go to the next, it says it should have a valid email address. So it means, well, when I say valid, it means it should have the @ some and dot as well. So @ is Gmail, @ Zillion, whatever domain you have. Then contact number, here we have not added a validation of 10 digits, so that's where it's accepting it. But if we write some text here, then it will not accept. It says it should be number and it should be greater than 0, right? Then here we are writing the feedback. So if you have chosen option of minimum 100 characters or 1000 characters, then if you write less than that, then it will throw an error. But we have not chosen that, but you can always go to it and you can write here minimum characters, for example 10. So here if we just leave it blank, then you need to just refresh it if you want to have this as a form. It says it should have minimum 10 characters, right? So great service, thank you, right? So here you can see it crosses 10 characters now, and that's the reason it is not giving any kind of error. And that's where another question type is checkboxes. So which product you are interested in. So where checkboxes means customer can choose one or more option. For example, if you choose just one, if you go to the next one, it says please choose at least 2 products, right? And why it is coming? Because here we have added a validation in the response validation, where we have chosen the option of select at least, and then we have written the option of 2, and it says please choose at least 2 products, and this is what is coming up here. And if we would have not added it, then customer will get confused that why this error is coming. So it's always important for you to specify on what the customer need to do. So here we choose this. Then this is where you see it says please upload a requirement document if any. So let me tell you, Google Form can be opened on mobile phone, it can be opened on laptop, on tablet, and even Google Form can be created in Hindi language as well. So for example, if you have some employees, right, if you have who are blue collar employees, or who are not the employees who sit in the office, they are traveling on field, they are going to customer site, it's not that they need to carry the laptop to fill the form. If they have a basic 5,000 rupees of Android phone, they can open a Google Form on their mobile, and they can upload any kind of document. For example, if you're into construction industry and you want your employee to visit to a specific site and click some photos of some areas which are not good, so in that case the employee can open the form and click some photos and upload it on that. So your employee, doesn't matter where they are, they can upload any kind of document. And same case with your customers as well. You want to take the feedback, you want them to upload any requirement document, they can directly upload on Google Form itself. So let's see how to do that. So here it says please upload any requirement document. So you click on add file, and when you do that, it's give you an option of select file from your device. So if somebody is doing it on mobile, then it will pick up the document from mobile itself, right? And another option it gives is my drive. So it opens the Google Drive, and your customer or your employer, somebody who is using this form, can fetch the document from the Google Drive as well. So I click here, and here I just quickly upload anything. I'll just quickly upload. I'll just upload this particular document, right? And you can see here it has been added here, and it says add more file, right? Because we have increased the number of files here in the question type, that a customer can upload more than one, and that is the reason it is giving us the option of adding more files. So we can add up to 10 files, and you can click on upload, and this file has been uploaded directly to Google Form. And then this is where it says rate our services. So is it below average, is it average, it is good, it is great, it is excellent, right? So here out of 1 to 5 your customer can rate it. So these are all type of questions which Google Form have. Let me give you more options here, because Google Form, when it comes to the type of questions, Google give you so many options to give you capability and ability to design the Google Forms for any of your departments. So let's see what all other type of questions Google Form have. But before that, quickly go ahead and subscribe the channel, because it's absolutely free to do that. You can change your mind later if you want, because I don't think you will regret this decision of subscribing to the channel, because every week we're doing hard work to create this amazing content for all of you, right? If you have some business owners in your network, click on the share and share with them this particular lesson. If you're having your employees and you want to train them, click on the share button and share with your employees as well, and click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever we have the new lessons, you should not miss it out, right? So let's see what all other type of questions you can have. So here another question which you can have is multiple choice grid and tick box grid. So let me explain you on what it is. So let me just choose the option called tick box grid. So here what you will have is that you will have items and you will have quantity. For example, you are a manufacturer or you are a trader or you are a service provider and you want your customer to choose the product and choose the quantity and place the order. Is it really possible in Google Form? It is possible. Let me show you how to do that. So here, choose item and quantity, right? So here in the rows, I'll just write items. So item 1, you can just write your products, whatever products you have. Item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. And this is when the column I can write the quantity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or now whatever number of quantity you want to add up to 10, up to 5, whatever you think that the maximum number of products somebody can order. And just give you an example here, all these type of questions you can use in any context, but just to make you understand I'm just choosing this particular type of question. So here again, if I enable it, it means require response in each and every row, right? If you disable it, it means not every row is required. And here it says limit to 1 response per column. So all these options are given here, right? So let me just click on preview once again and let's see how it looks like here. So here we had filled the name, email address, other things are already pre-filled now. And here you see this is how it looks like. Do you like it? Now this is the power of Google Forms. Beautiful options, beautiful type of questions. And the result has been past 8 years. 3,500 business owners' life have got sorted because of these technology. Google Forms, Google Sheets, because of the business automation masterclass which we conduct every week for business owners, where we train them on how to automate their business processes using Google applications. You can check out the link in the description and you can enroll yourself for the next masterclass. It's absolutely complimentary. 2 hours which will change your life, where you will understand on how to scale your business without firefighting in day-to-day managerial activities, how to automate your business using Google Forms and Google Sheets, right? So all these things are covered in that masterclass. On how to organize your business in Google applications, I've covered that in that masterclass. So here you can see here I've open this form, and here for example item 1, the person want to choose one option. Now here I think instead of checkboxes we should choose multiple choice, because if somebody wants to order, they will not choose 2, 3, 4 options. They will have to choose only one of the option, right? But if you have any other type of question here where in the column you have something else, right, where a customer can choose more than one option, then you can go for this, right, where for each and every item customer is able to choose more than one option. But instead of tick box grid, if you want them to choose only one option per row, then you need to choose multiple choice grid. So when you do that, let me just open this, and guess what, now this is where only one option can be chosen, right? So item 2, how many quantity you want, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So the person chooses only 4 quantity. Here he chooses 2, here he chooses 1, here he chooses here in item 4 he has not chosen any, right? So this is another type of question which you can have in Google Form. Now last but not the least is date and time. For example, you want your client to book an appointment with you. You want them to tell you at what date and time they want to have a meeting. So please suggest a date and time for our meeting, right? So what do you think, what kind of question should we have here? Should we have short answer? Should we have paragraph? Should we have multiple choice? No, absolutely not. We should have an option called date here, because in date only customer will be able to choose at what date they are available. And alongside with that, when you go to the option called this 3 dots, it will show you option of including time as well. So if you click here, it will include the time as well, right? So let's see how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. Here the customer can choose date, right, at what date they're available in, and this is where they can choose at what time they want to have a meeting, right? And this is where they can submit and they can fill it up. So this was it from my side in this quick tutorial, where I've shared with you all type of questions a Google form have. It starts with short answer, which can be used for contact number, email address, or a couple of other requirements. Then paragraph is where you can ask for the feedback from the client. Then multiple choice, checkboxes, and drop downs. Yes, I forgot to tell you about the drop downs. Drop down is as similar as other options, as similar as the checkboxes and multiple choice grid. The difference between checkbox and drop down is that in checkbox you can choose more than one option, but in drop down you can choose only one option. But the beauty part of why people use drop down is that if you're having a long list, if you're having 50 items, 100 items, so you don't want to create a long form to show all the products. You want them to have a drop down where they click and then they see the products. So here you can see here in the drop down, if I'm instead of checkboxes, I have converted drop down. If I click here, this is how it looks like. Here it shows the drop down, and a customer can choose from the drop down itself, right? And then I showed you the options like file upload, how a customer can choose any kind of file, including PDF, audio, video, images, spreadsheet, right? And then you can limit it to what type of specific documents you want them to upload, how many documents should be uploaded. All the things can be configured. Then how to take the ratings from the client. So using the option of linear scale, you can ask from the client from 1 to 5, 1 to 10, they can rate you. And then tick box grid and the multiple choice grid is where customer can choose which item and how many quantities they want to order from you. And last but not the least was date and time, which you can use to get to know from the customer at what date and time they want to have meeting with you. So this is it from my side, and it's your playground now. Start creating Google Forms for your business, and the area is limitless. Google Form, the kind of capability it has revolutionized the SME sector in the entire world, and the result is 6 million SMEs are using Google applications, and they are your competition. If you don't upgrade yourself, then you will be out of market. It's very important for you as a business owner to invest money and time in building systems for your business, because business only give you the money to spend for your family, for your health, for other areas. And if you do not give the business what it needs, which is systems, then business will never give you the results. Past so many years we have upgraded ourselves. We have expensive phones, expensive clothes, expensive cars, but the systems with which we are running the business is the same it was in 1990s. So if we don't upgrade, you are downgrading, right? So I hope this lesson was helpful for you. Type in the comment box on what was the biggest takeaway. Share with your friends. Click on the subscribe, click on the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next lesson in the YouTube video. And check out my playlist as well of Google Workspace, where I have shared all these golden nugget videos, which is going to help you a lot. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep automating, and keep growing. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.